The audience grew noisier and more excited as each contestant turned, posed and flexed. The next man enters the brightly lit stage from the wings, and as he poses, the 3,000 strong crowd draw in a collective gasp. He has it all: wide shoulders, narrow hips and amazing definition. Well oiled and incredibly proportioned, he looks like a work of art. The audience catches their breath and break into thunderous applause. He runs his hand up his thigh, flexing the quads, pulling up his leopard skin trunks at the front to display python-like muscles running up his upper leg. The judges and audience wince and marvel at the sheer clarity with which his muscles are displayed. Never before has such exceptional definition been seen on a physique competitor. As he flexed and turned, each cell of his muscled body soaked up the adulation of the crowd until he walked off stage. A man way ahead of his time. A man named Vince Gironda, who had come to be known as the Iron Guru. Vince walked his talk. He placed fourth in the 1949 Professional Mr. California contest, competed in several San Francisco contests, and shocked the audience at the 1950 Mr. USA with his conditioning. Posing to Ravel's Bolero, bodybuilding luminary Mel Williamson said he moved and posed like a ballet dancer, but Vince was disappointed not to place. In 1951, he returned to appease the judges by coming in heavier at the AAU Professional Mr. America and finished second, beaten by John Fabotnik. Vince gave the Mr. USA another shot in 1957 and pulled out a third place finish. Then in 1958 he entered the Mr. America and didn't place.
It's all a matter of your insecurity. Bigger is not better. I do not train to be big. I train to be symmetrically developed. I've been beaten by men such as the Mr. Universe contest who are actually fat, but they weighed more than I did. And people can't believe, after showing them my photos, the photo of the man that beat me. Because he was fat. He had no shape. He had too much body weight he didn't need.
Bodybuilders just hit poses. They don't do anything from pose to pose. In other words, as long as you're on the stage, they're looking at you, so you might as well be posing between poses. In other words, flowing from one pose to another, breaking up the tempo and not doing too many poses that are similar. Instead of bunching up a lot of poses that are quite similar, they should be kept apart so that there's a constant flow of movement.
And Vince was a great help in posing. He really knew how to pose, and he watched me pose, and he listened to what the fellow said that went to the show, and he said, "You need to learn how to pose." So he said, "It's more important what you do between poses than it is when you're posing, because how you move from one pose to the next is more important than the actual pose." Because, anyway, and he knew, and so that helped me a lot. It made me look like I knew what I was doing on stage. I didn't. I was just following Vince's advice.
Perhaps Vince's best accomplishment on stage was earning runner-up in the genuinely international 1962 NABBA Mr. Universe. At 45 years of age, he exhibited polished muscle and definition, stating, "If I never enter a physique contest again, I will consider the 1962 NABBA the high point of my career." Larry Scott repeated his Mr. Olympia win in 1966 and announced his retirement at the show. Buoyed by his success, Vince trained hard to guest pose at the Mr. Western America contest, and at 50 years of age shocked the audience with his symmetry and muscularity.
I feel that when you're on stage, you're not so much in a physique contest as you are putting on a show. So therefore, if you're entertaining, don't forget that's just exactly what you do, is entertaining the audience. After all, they are the judges in the final analysis. The fans judge. So you put on a good show for them. You make it as interesting as possible. And you don't try to copy the poses that everybody is doing, you know, the stereotype poses. That's just like the stereotype workout. Everybody does deadlifts, deep knee bends, and cheap curls. But that's stereotyping things.
Kay wanted me to train her for the Miss Olympia. Yo, that's a baby. Doesn't that look good? Say so. We started training, and I began showing her some of the things I wanted her to include in her posing routine, which I thought would help, you know. I'm sweeping around in that one arm track pose.
With this hand or the
Wait,
other?
let me see what's wrong. There's something wrong with my feet. Here.
Okay. Oh, you're bringing yours forward. Okay. Change weight.
Kay was off practically every weekend doing posing routines. Girls couldn't fulfill their obligation on these seminars. Kay actually was always in shape. She was constantly dieting, and it was a rare thing to see Kay not in shape. And lay back and go. See, look, the audience, you got to get the light here. When you do your sweeping pose, lean, lean, all you do is change feet level.
Right.
Lean, lean, then you go whoosh. Get your hands down, away from your belly. You're not leaning back. I'm leaning back. Give me some traps. See, if you don't lean back, you're going to get shadow on your belly.
Yeah.
You blow the air out until you're ready to pass out. On this one, on that last one. Keep blowing the air out. And straining. Then your veins jump out.
There it is.
The last minute, the veins jump out.
Which is the way it's supposed to be.
God.
Not all the time popping there, just when you want them.
Only at the end. So, my admiration for Kay as a professional was tremendous. Turn on your heel and step. Now, breathe. Breathe.
No, bring it.
Do this. Up here. And lean away from it. Show it. Here you are. You turn on your heel first, then you step out. Straight ahead. Now you do this, huh? Now you do this. And now, bear in mind, when you do this, you lean away from it. You got to get that in your mind. Look at your leg. Draw their eyes to where you're looking. Flex it. Okay, now, you know what you're going to do? All right, do it. Look at that foot, I don't like it. Over. There you go. Come on, let me see that thigh. Don't lose anything. They're going to look at you from your ankle all the way up. Get that thigh. Crank out the thigh. Crank the thigh. I didn't ask you to wiggle it. Let me see some zircon. Now, I only believe in working the aspect of the muscle that needs to be developed.
Because to me it was very important what you do in between the poses.
Right.
Not just the end pose, but the way you move from one pose to the next, that was important, and in showing the joy.
Do this. This. That a girl? Yeah. Get your head up. Your head up. All right, turn your head this way.
There?
No, look at him more.
Yeah, my hands.
Head up.
Last?
Yeah, but
Well, you and Vince.
remember the old, would you step aside?
Oh, boy. Oh, you mean the mirror?
Remember the old pudgy stopped and posed with Steve Reeves where they're both up on their toes like this? Okay. Put your stomach in. See, and look at, see the light on my face?
You tell me what? You don't have any.
Ready? As ready as we'll ever get. And you smile. Champs never smile.
This guy's taking pictures of all of us.
If you enjoyed this rare look into Vince Gironda's posing, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into bodybuilding history and untold stories.